So the Bible says that bodily exercise profiteth little. King James Version, profiteth little. So of course we always take things out of context. It's like someone who's considering suicide, they go to their favorite verse in the Bible, or they're just like, oh Lord, show me a verse, and they go to the verse where Jesus tells Judas, what you do quickly. So if you say, Lord, should I commit suicide? You go to that verse. Well, whatever you do it quickly. So, well, we take things out of context all the time with the scripture. But I got to tell y'all listen to this now. This is amazing. So y'all know this is my 14th week of working out, right? Going to the gym, doing my little exercises, doing my little personal trainer. So this was the first time that I've been to the doctor since and had blood work done since I started exercising. Now, y'all ain't gonna believe it. I'm almost embarrassed to tell y'all my numbers though, because y'all be like, "Oh my gosh, Bobby, that's horrible." And listen, I know, hey, I'm a fat man, right? But listen to this, y'all. My blood work comes back. My cholesterol was 229. That's bad, right? Cholesterol 229. Now my cholesterol is 119. Y'all, how about that? I mean, that's really good, right? So here's the other one that I thought, good Lord, that first number, I should have been dead almost. Listen to this. My triglycerides were 615, y'all. 615. I mean, I didn't even know they could go that high. 615 in my triglycerides. And now my triglycerides are 188. My good cholesterol went up 1 point, which is good. And here's what the doctor was really amazing. He was really excited about. My A1C went from 8.4 to 7.3. That's still high. It's still high. I still got some work to do. But as far as the exercise, it's paying off. So it's kind of good to see some things that are non-scale numbers. Now, if we could just, will someone get that dog out? Jeez. That's the one that cost me $2,000 to have its stomach pumped. Remember that? It's a free dog. Yeah, because it had plastic and glass and all kind of garbage in its belly, and I had to pay $2,300. Now, if only my trading were going as much as well as my exercise, right? That'd be a good thing. But that's not necessarily the case, and that's fine. So a lot of people are struggling in this market, and it's right now, y'all. It's survival. So I think we know what's going on, right? We know that there is a problem in the markets. Now, not that I'm Nostradamus, but we keep these little things on here where I told you, bear market, this is the day I said bear market. Everybody laughed because we went up. So here I said recession. Everybody laughed because we went shaboom, right? So as we look at our linear regression, nothing is taking us by surprise at all. Now, we still got a little flag over here because we believe that we'll probably go back up and hit this 4280. And I'll show you where we're getting 42. Now, that may not ever happen. That's just that my little thing is, I figure we'll have a ripping rally up to here and maybe on or before June 27th. I'll probably be off a few days. All right. So we know that we're in a bear market, and let me show you what my thesis is. Okay. If you'll look at the days that are red, you will notice one thing. You will notice that the volume bars for red days are greater than the volume bars for these rip your face off rallies. And that tells me that the smart money is bearish and cautious. This is dumb money. Dumb money on low volume is taking us up, up, up. Then what happens? We see volume start to increase volume as compared to the up days, and our down volume are increasing, right? So that's how we know what our current market is like. And so as you zoom out, I mean, this all clearly makes sense. We are in a well-defined linear regression downward. Doesn't mean this can't do this before it goes back up, but we're going to see two-sided action we're going to see rip your face off rallies with lower volume. And then smart money's coming in and shorting those rallies. So you and I should not believe any rally in this market. So I think the difficult part is while a lot of us have traded in various markets, we've never traded. Most of us have never traded in this. We have never traded in something like this. This is a market where the hedges are really not working, right? The Black Swan hedge, the VIX hedge. If you put on a VIX hedge today, you might as well anticipate you're going to lose your money because it's expensive to buy a VIX call today. And in this market, you're probably not going to get the rapid acceleration in those volatility that would swell those calls to where it's going to be profitable. I just don't see it as profitable in this particular market. Also, you saw me try to put on a Black Swan hedge on a big down day. So here I go. You know, Bobby gets a big down day, puts on Black Swan hedge, then what happens? It just totally goes against you. And I wouldn't even recommend buying a Black Swan hedge in full even. I just don't think we're going to get the vol pop that are going to make those successful in this type market. So what we need to do is manage our deltas to a point that we're going to keep everything, you know, either short or, you know, if you're bullish, I wouldn't be very bullish. And of course, I make the wrong decision at the worst possible time. Because last night the market was up, and I go, you know what? Why don't I take off one of my hedges? And I took off one of my short futures in both the accounts. That leaves me with short futures in both the accounts, but I should have left both of them on. But no, I wanted to get a little bullish today, and well, that's playing out great with Bobby Genius because Bobby Genius makes the worst decisions at the most inopportune time. It's just what I do. I'm terrible with my timing. I make dumb mistakes, just dumb. So the fact that you're here trading with me every day is, I don't know, maybe y'all just want to see somebody that's, you know, more dumb than y'all. You know, I'm not saying that anyone's dumb here, but boy, do I get it wrong so many times. All right. So with that said, let's look at our big gray monster. See what it says. So we saw a gap right yesterday. So it doesn't look like we have a gap today. We told you yesterday that this is what we call a trend day. And it was a trend down day. It looked like they were going up. It's going to be range day, but no, it followed on down. So today looks kind of rangy, doesn't it? But we're in a fairly valued zone. We're fairly valued, right? Would not surprise us at all to see these gaps filled in. We never are surprised by gap fills that will fill in these gaps. And we're never, ever surprised to see a pullback to the point of control where the most volume has been traded, which is at that 4042 level. So it wouldn't surprise us to see a rippy face rally back to there. But in the meantime, we could go up and down within this little thing before we pivot back up there. All right, now, remember I showed you the 4280 and why I was thinking that that's a potential target? Let's show you where that is. 4280 is our 50% line right here. 4277, I think got them drawn slightly different on the yes, I think it's yeah. Here. 4281. Yeah, they're just slightly off a little bit. So the 4281 wouldn't surprise us all to at some point see an escalation back up to that level. But I appreciate that. You know, who knows? It doesn't matter. And as I always say, it's funny, right? Because we always hedge our bets. If the market doesn't go up, it's going to go down. Genius. So we have no idea, none at all. And I hadn't even been looking at the screwdriver because screwdriver is just out of whack, and it basically shows hey, we're in bear market. All right, so let's look and see. We can see our AD today. Just kind of see how things are doing. AD is negative 153. This looks very rangy. Yesterday was a trend day. Today is a range day. Today is one of those days that if you're doing a zero DTE day, which now I think you can do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Some of y'all do it on Tuesday, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You could do that type of trade today. I don't anticipate, big moves outside of a very tight and narrow range. This is a range day, so not a lot of action. Look, the volume has gone down significantly from yesterday. Remember the average volume yesterday? I don't know if we looked at it or not, but it was about, so it was about what, 11,000 yesterday. Everybody was sell, sell, sell. Now we're taking a break today, so we're down to 5,300. All right, so with that being said, let's see. Well, this thing is showing profit and loss all over the place. A while ago it said I was down 1,400. Now it says I'm up 599. All right, who knows what we are. So this account has 16 deltas. I didn't make an adjustment in this one yesterday. So let's just see what I did in this one. Positions, make sure you go and see if you got any futures. So I've got 2 short futures. So that's giving me negative 100 delta. So without my futures, my deltas would be at 117, but I'm short 2 futures that give me negative 100 deltas. It's brought my deltas down to 17. My Vegas negative 377. And what I'm hoping is by neutralizing my deltas, I can let my theta work, right? And we can collect time decay. So with that being said, what I want to do, well, I think we want to do what we normally do. We got plenty of buying power in this account, right? This is a $30-something thousand account. I forget. So let's put us on a little trade. And I actually did do a trade yesterday. Let's see if it'll show you. Yeah, I didn't do this while we were together yesterday. I did it at 7:21 p.m. and I put on a 1-1-1 yesterday evening at 7:21 p.m. Normally, when you see me do a trade, I do it in all 3 accounts. I didn't do it in all 3 accounts yesterday. I just put the 1-1-1 on yesterday. Now, some people say, why 1-1-1 rather than a 1-1-2? Well, when the market's down 3% in a day, I'm comfortable with doing only 1 short put because the market's falling so much. I can get that one way, way, way out there. So, and as I said yesterday, I made the comment, I think it is good that Ed and others brought up about notional value. I hadn't thought about it a lot, but if you're selling 2 naked puts, certainly you have more notional exposure than you would by selling 1. So I think there are days that I'll do the 1-1-1, which would be on down days. And on days where the market is up, I'd probably do a 1-1-2 just to make sure that my puts are further out of the money. Okay, so with the market down today, micros are down today, probably just fine with doing a regular old 1-1-1. So let's do a 1-1-1, shall we? And aren't we all glad that we did those trades that Matt tried to not get us to do? Remember how Matt hated calls? And I was like, no, Matt, I kind of like calls. So, I was listening to Liz and Jenny a while ago, and they're talking about selling a call, and they're like, oh, I hate selling calls. And they're like, my biggest losses come from selling calls. And they do. I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but they do. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to show y'all too. Check this out. Go to the Analyze tab. Okay. Make sure you put it on micros if that's where you get your 1-1-1 trades in. Micros. All right. So this is all my trades, right? This is single symbol, all groups. And this is in the Crimson account, the margin account. So I just want to show you this. Even with a 3% down move yesterday, even with a 0.5% move down today, even with a horrible Thursday and Friday, I mean, you would think that all of our options are probably screwed, right? That we're just, y'all see that yellow stuff there? What the devil? My kid's been on my screen. Even with that, you would think, man, I bet those naked puts are exposed, Bobby. You moron, you getting us to sell puts in this market, in a bear market? Well, let's just take a look, shall we? Let me do one expiration. And you got to make sure if you're going to show your groups, then in your monitor tab, you got to make sure. Y'all see that yellow? What crap is that? Crazy. Make sure you got your things in groups. So here we are. So let's look at it. So this is where the market is, right? 37.37. So I have breached my long strike Here's the short strike of the long strike, short strike. Y'all can tell where the strikes are because we had the little class where, let's make sure if those of you are new, if you see a break in the line, so the line was going this way, right? Then all of a sudden you see the line break this way, that's where a short option is. So right here, I'm short an option. Everybody with me? Then direction goes this way, but we see a break in the line from this way till it starts going up. So an up break means this is where my long option is. Everybody with me? So over here, we see direction of the line going upward. All of a sudden, you see it go this way, right? So if it'd gone this way, it'd be a 1-1-1. But since it's breaking at that angle there, this is where I am short two options. Everybody with me on that? That's where I'm short the option. So I can tell you exactly where my strike is, right there, 33, whatever. Right? That's where my short strike is. And then this little red line, that's your break even. Okay, just make sure everybody knows how to read the risk graph. How to read the risk profile. Very simple. Where you see a break in direction, if it breaks down, you're short. If the direction goes straight and then all of a sudden it breaks down again, you're short. All right. Everybody with me on that? Make sure everybody knows how to read the risk graph. All right. So with that being said, oh, wait a minute here. Yeah, I'm short an option, I'm long an option. Short, long. And just read them from left to right, left to right. All right, with that being said, where are we? Oh, behave, Bobby. You're down $568. Everybody look over here. When price is here, I'm down $567. You are a moron. Okay, folks, but if we stay here, or if we go down 5%, or if we go down 10%, and we expire there, what's going to happen? I'm going to make $945 if we stay here. So our shorts on the 112 have not been breached at all. So I just want to make sure everybody's going through and you go, dang, it's bad. Man, I am down $586 on this trade. Yeah, you are. But what's going to happen is we need time to happen. And as time passes, we see this increase. So now you're only down $28 if time goes to June 28th. So each day we see a build up in the little T0 line. The purple's T0, which is time now. This is time at expiration. This is time now. So we move that up, and what happens? Boom, boom, boom. This becomes a great trade. It's just not a great trade today. Let's go back to today. And let's just go through our trades and let's just see how they all look, right? So 112 25th looks fine. 112 30th, my gosh, we've not even pierced the long option and the short option. We've not even pierced the spread, right? Even though we're down $82. All right, 112 30th, 112 bear 17th. That looks great, right? Because we got action on the call side, and then we've got a put debit spread here where we're short an option, long an option. This one looks great. 112.28. We are in the tent, in the profit tent, though we're down $276. Even if we go down another 5%, we're fine. Even another, 3 or 4%, we're fine. So that one looks fine. 112.29. We're not even in the entire profit tent yet, right? We've passed the long option, but we still not breached the short option of the spread. 112.29, 112.26. We're in the tent, but we're down a bit, but nothing to worry about. 111 bull. We are in the profit tent, down a little bit of money, but we're fine. We've not breached the strike here. What else we got? 112.27. Look at there, y'all. We're in the tent. 111 third. Still haven't breached the 111. We're fine. Down money, but looking good. 111 bull first. We're fine. We're in that little profit tent. What else we got? Futures. I don't want to look at that. 112 22nd. We're in the hump. 112 18th. Must be closed. 112 23rd. Look at there, y'all. So we're down $76. But as you can see, this one is starting to mature, right? It's starting to move up just a little bit. So before long, this one will be profitable. We just need time to work in our favor. 112.24. We're just inside the profit tent. That one is almost profitable, negative $60. Need a few days on that one. Unallocated should be zero. There. So go through your trades, go and look at them instead of going, oh man, I'm down $4,000 today. Look and see how the individual trades are doing. So we always talk about looking at the forest. What we just did here was we looked at the individual trees. And I did not see a weak tree. I didn't see anything that looked sick. I didn't see anything that looked like it needed pruning. Questions on the Analyze tab and analyzing the trees. Analyzing the trades that are in your forest. Okay. You must just put on a trade. Good day to put on something on the put side. Why? Because the market is down. It's like it's keeping going down. So let's go to closest to 60 days without going over. That'll be 46 days. And where we decide these things are, okay, about at the 20 delta, so 23, let's see, we'll buy the 3,400, sell the 3,350, that's for $8. So let's move those stripes up. And we're looking for a $10 spread. Select them both. That one, that one, that one. Stripes up. And you're moving them closer, dang it. That nabbit. It's $9. Maybe just easier to move them in. 434.50. It's $9.75. That's it, right? That's the one we want. So let's move that up to $10 so we can get filled. Bingo, filled. And again, because the market was down yesterday, the market's down today, I think I'm fine with selling a 111, taking less notional risk. So we could go almost here. We gotta do $20 somewhere. I'm out of practice, y'all. So let's sell this one 10 delta, 9 delta, 11% probability being in the money. 21.25 will be one of those. Cha-chomp, cha-chomp. Beautiful. All right. Now, in the other accounts, why don't we put in our net lick? Oh, you start thinking, oh, it's going to be ugly, man. Hey, let's just face it. Let's just do it. How ugly is it going to be? 614.20. We're not scared. Most people who YouTube or trade, they won't show you how far they're down. I do. Y'all seen me been down big. I'm not scared. So let's say our net lick in the account is, I'm scared to look. Let's see here. So we're on the Crimson account first. Okay, so 25, 640, 88. 25, y'all don't let me forget it. 25, 640. All right, so we lost 1,600 yesterday, but we're up 193 today. So since we've been doing our experiment, we're down $1,900. Okay, so that looks bad. That looks bad. But then you go, well, how are we doing compared to the S&P 500? That's my first question. Y'all know what I did in my career, right? It's no secret that in my career, I retired early by putting money in the S&P 500. It's my darling. And I did it year in, year out, beginning when I was 18 years old. Putting in my 5 to 10%, getting a 5% match from my employer, year in, year out. .com, bust, it didn't matter. COVID crash, it didn't matter. I had money in the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. So let's see how we're doing, because this is what I'd be doing with my money if we were not trading, is I'd be putting money in the S&P 500. So let's see how our return is compared to the S&P 500. We are now 6.28%. So I got to, when we started, SPY was at 433. Let's see what SPY is today, and we'll refresh our data. So SPY is at 373. So during our time of tracking these, The SPY is down 13.92%. Our little account is down 6.28%. What would you rather be in? Would you rather be doing what we're doing, or would you rather be trading, just have all your money in SP 500? I like what we're doing better. Right? I mean, even though we're down, we're not as down as much as the market. Okay. So good to know. All right. So with that being said, let's put in our Greeks and ratios. Sure, we're in the right account. Crimson. Here we go. 57.89. Why did I get rid of that short future? I should have left it. 57.81. So let's see. 81. Should have left that off. Dang it. 57.81. Like I say, I make the worst decisions at the worst time. Theta 156.42. So our theta number is good. Our buying power usage is at 20.078. We know that's high. We know that's 20.078, right? So 78% buying power. And it clearly tells them, look, Tub, you need negative deltas. And remember here, I was like, no, I don't. I didn't get them. So today it tells me that, hey, Bobby, what you did overnight by closing your future, you're an idiot. You are too long. And I know I go over here and I go, but don't you see why I'm long? Don't you see, Mr. Spreadsheet? Here's why I'm long, because, you know, I'm thinking this is going to go up. But the spreadsheet says, you're an idiot. You don't know. Okay. So then I go over here and I go, well, dag it. I shouldn't have took it off. It'd been better if I hadn't. So I go over to MES, and then here's my futures. Here's my futures. Don't trade the M2. You only got 3 days left on that. Go where the volume's at, right? Go where the volume's at. So it's telling me to sell a future. Let's see what happens if I were to click on the bid and sell one at 37.33.75, going down quicker and do it. Buying power effect is 0. Okay, so say sell a future, Bob. So Bob sells a future. I don't get filled. There we go. We got filled. So now I have corrected the problem with my deltas. So let's go back to the monitor tab. Monitor tab says that I am delta neutral. Now I'm 9.33. We go back to the spreadsheet. I change the number, 9.33. Ta-da! No adjustment, Bob. Now, let's see if it had any effect on my buying power. This should be interesting, and it did. Even though it said there was no buying power, what this did is made the risk management at Thinkorswim much happier. They're like, there you go, Tub, you fat black glass Elton John spam hat, 9-toed bastard. We wanted you to get short. So they gave me a little buying power release. So now we're at 18,574. Let's put that in, change it here. So we were at 78, 18,574. Now they're happy. They reduced my buying power by just a little bit. Everybody see how that works? Isn't that cool? Now, I dare say, probably if I sold another one, it'd make them even happier, right? Because they're probably still like, yeah, no, baby, you probably don't need to be this long. But I think I'm fine now. We got a little bit of long delta, but for our purposes, we are delta neutral. Isn't that cool? So, doesn't hurt me to put on our regular little 112. Let's do that today. Then we'll close one. So we'll go trade. We're going to do the same thing that we did in the other account, 45 days out. And where you at? Tasty Works. Move this over to the side. Look at our activity. It's over to the side. And so we're going to do one of the 3120s. 3120s. Do you ever think we'd be talking about the 3100s? Isn't that crazy? One of the 3120s. Then we're going to do the 3450, 3400 put spread. 3450, hold your control key down, left click there, and left click and control the 3400 for 1175. Can I get filled for that? Now, it is going to cost me buying power because I'm putting on a positive trade, but we got filled for 1150. Spreadsheet. So we will call this, it's a 111. So we will call this a 111. 114. The last one was the third that we put on. So the strikes are 3450, 3400, 3120, all on the put side. This is a 111. We didn't put on one yesterday, so this is 45 days to go. Put it on there 6/14/22. And what was it, 1150, I believe? Yep. So we brought in a credit of 5309. Let Clinton in the room. All right, great. So got our trade in, we got our 1114 in. So let's see if we can close something. Now, I'd love to close something that had positive delta, right? Because my delta's overall positive, you know. But if I can't do that, I'd rather close something that has as least of positive delta as possible. Now, problem is, are we going to find anything? So this has negative delta, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I need to close my negative delta trade, but it's at 133%. So, you know, what are you going to do? And everything else looks bad, y'all. Look at this, -294. I know y'all done reached y'all's strikes. Y'all done, and look, wasn't it smart of me? Now tomorrow you'll think I'm a fool for putting the futures on, but right now it says, "Hey, big man, you've made $586 on your future. 680. It is smart of you." But I promise that'll be a loser time I take them off. Just wait and see. We'll see. So looks good now. So 132, 112, 18. That is gone. So let's delete that. Great. See if there's anything else that we got a profit in. Hard to find profit, y'all. So only thing that we can take off is our, where's she at? There she is. Oh yeah, that's where we sold the calls. And I was like, y'all, how dumb, selling calls. Remember that? Now we're glad we got them. So let's take our little profits here and just close it up, because it may be a while before we have profits on anything that we can close. Just close this, create closing order, sell that. Then we're going to go out and we're going to find that 4290 calls at 31 days, two of those, 4290. Let me find it. 4290s way out here. Let's go drag this and get there quicker. 4290, letting everybody in. 4290. Two of the 4290s. Hold your control key down, left click. We're going to get two of those. So it says I could do it for a 625 credit. Let's see if we can do that. Uh-oh, rejected. What did it say? Close to invalid description. To crap. What did I do wrong? Okay. 625 credit rejected. Cancel, replace order, create duplicate order. Show that. $6. Sure why it's not letting me do that. Don't reject me again. Looks like that's working. Nothing. We're down to 575. Get out. There we go. So we got filled 575. All right, and that was on the 112 bear 17 for 112 bear 17 for 575 credit. Let's go. 112 bear 75th. No, 112 bear 17. Here we go. So we're gonna close him for, I don't believe I never forgot what it was. Oh, the mind is one of the first things. 575. 575 credit. So you got to make this a negative, right? Negative 5.75. So we got a credit of 2287 added to the credit that we got here. So we close this on 6/14, which is Flag Day. Praise the Lord Jesus. So we made, look at this. Hello, ladies. $109.49. take our money. Well, that's a big profit in this account. What am I? 109.49. Make it great. Make it rain, baby. 109.49. So we got our little spreadsheet. And we put in our little 109. Format everything. Make it green. And our realized profit for the week is, also do this, format painter, if I format that, equals the sum of all of these. Chugga, 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 chugga. So we've made $152.73 this week. All right, on to the other account. So everybody see how simple that is, right? Close them, open, close them, open. All right, so let's go to the other account. That stupid dog. All right, so here's our opening trade. Let's create a duplicate order. Then let's go into the other account, which is this one. And let's do 2 tranches. Two. So still going for 11.50, 12.50. Let's try to get it for 12. Let's try to get to 12.25. Come on, baby. Let's try to go 12. We'll try to be a little greedy in this account. 12. No, jack, squat, crap, nothing. Feel me. We're trying to do better in this account than we did the other account. Come on. See if we can get 11.75. Don't be greedy, Bob. 11.75. There we go. A little better than the other account. Look at us. So over here. And the micros. And yes. 2 tranches. This is a 1, 1, 1, 4th. And the stripes are 34.50, 3400, and 31.20 puts. And it's a 111 at 45 days. Dang dog. I just want to like kick you all across the room. I mean, I'd never do that. I mean, I love it. I really do. But geez. 11.75. Right? So we brought in a credit of 108.68. So now we know we got to close something. First of all, I need the name here. Let's go name here. 112. Right click, move group 1124. Oh, sorry, 111. And let's name it in the other one too, because I don't want to come back after we get finished. I want to go and take me a nap. I'm tired. We said this was 1124 too. 1114. Control, right click, lift group 1114. 111. Got him in there. Then let's go close or something in the other account. Probably the same trade, right? Probably that bullish trade. So let's see what we got here. What we can close over here. So negative 400, negative 2, plus 87. Hello, lady. So let's see what we got here. We got calls. Everything on the call side. It gives us negative delta of negative 187. Over here, negative 284, negative 430, negative 112. This one we complete. We closed it yesterday. Negative 288. Hello, futures. They can be $640. Making daddy money. Negative 284, negative 90, negative 483, plus 131. There it is, y'all. So here's the thing, though. Okay, now check my reasoning. I'm not going to close this one today. I'm going to leave my negative deltas here because I want my negative deltas. since I have something else that is already profitable at 80 something percent. Anybody with me on that one? So I would rather close the one.
I'm on clip.
So I would rather close this one. Why? It's only taking away negative 187 delta, and I've still got more than what we found to be optimal management, which was 65%. I'd rather close this. So let's close this one. Great closing order, sell the vertical. Then we got to go and find the other one, which is 4 of the 44 tens. 4 of the 44 tens. 31-day cycle. 4 of the 44 tens. Yeah, 4 of these. Short 4 of these. 2, 3, 4. And $1.50 debit. Let's see if we can fit. There we go. $1.50 debit. So we'll go over here. And that was the 112.18, $1.50 debit. Don't let me forget it. $1.50 debit. 11. This one, right? Yeah. $1.50 debit. So $1.50 debit. 112.18. So it costs us $26, but we're not greedy. We're just good old fashioned, good old folk. 14.22. So we made $86.48, enough to take the family to Captain D's. Beth's like, what are you talking about Captain D's the other day? I said, Beth, it's a great little seafood place. She said, did you get lunch at Captain D's? I thought we were only eating out once a week. Calm down there, Beth. It's chill, son. I think she's bipolar. All right, so we made $86.48. Let's put that in our calendar and smoke it. 86.48. 86.48. See how good we do it. 648. Green, baby. And again, we'll come here. Format Painter. Format Painter is the best thing, y'all, in the Microsoft products. It actually works. Some of all this junk. See how much money we made this week. We could go to the Applebee's. There we go. Nice and green. All right, so 543 last week, 548 this week, and we're up to 185 this week. All right. So the one thing I hadn't done yet, and let me do it real quick before I let you go, is let's put in our net lick over here. Oh no. Let's see how many. 6, 14. I love people that don't show how they're doing. Hey, when I do bad, you are here with me, baby. Because y'all doing bad too. I know you are. 97. So we're up today, 512.42. So we might have been down 3,000 yesterday. That ain't hurting us because we're down. We're only down. We're up $406 today. Put that in pop it, smoke it, baby. So stir our micros over here. Guys, who you talking to? Huh? I started saying, don't you be getting sassy over here. What? Eating lunch without me, 55.54. That's our deltas. She likes telling me that. Eating lunch without you. And now that she's been working out too, some mean woman, y'all. Tell y'all something. 290.6. I don't mess with her. 290.61. I know some of y'all been writing me. Y'all go, well, I got a Beth too. You know, we all got a Beth in our life, don't we? Oh, Lord. That's what is our fine power usage? Fine power usage is at 43.528. Oh, behave. 43.528. What's the VIX today? I'm using 44%. Now, it says no adjustment. Right? It says no adjustment necessary on my deltas. But let's see what my deltas are. 55.54. You know, I'm almost thinking I want to sell a future over here. Yeah, you'd miss her. She wasn't there past. You exactly right. Oh, me and Beth's a team, boy. Beth ain't going nowhere. That's a if she wasn't. I mean, can you imagine? I'd be out of control if it wasn't for Beth. I mean, she is the one. She's the rock in the family. She's the one that keeps me straight. I'm thinking about selling another future, y'all. As soon as I do, we're gonna get a rippy face rally. Market's down 0.39%. I don't know. It says not to. It says I'm fine. I may keep some positive deltas over here, thinking that we'll get a bounce here. Right? That's what I'm thinking. So I don't mind having a little bit of positive delta. If y'all disagree with me or think that we'll do otherwise, maybe I'll take it into consideration. But I think my deltas are fine. VIX is 32. So we know that with VIX 32, we know that my buying power should be 40% max. I'm at 44%. Now, I bet you if I sold a future, my buying power would go down a little bit. I'm just betting that it would. So let's see how we're doing in this account. Okay. So we're down 4.11% in this account. Let's refresh our data. When we started in this account, SPY was at 446.91. Let's see what SPY is now. So got to go to my data page and click my refresh all. SPY right now is 373. So the market's down 16%. Oh, sweet Bobby, we're down 4%. How does Daddy do? How do we do it, y'all? How do we do better than the market? Now listen, there'll be times we'll probably be worse than the market. But right now, we're doing pretty good. I mean, all in all, I mean, I know a lot of y'all are flipping out, freaking out. Everybody's flipping out, freaking out. The whole market is just crazy, right? Thank God we got out of all of our TQQs and U pros and all that, right? Thank God we all got out of that, or most of us got out of that. Some of you may still be in it. Bless you. Right? That's a long-term deal. So, oh baby, ho. But overall, I kind of like how we're doing in comparison to how bad the market's done. I think these 111s and 112s are extraordinarily resilient. I think they're doing fine, and I think we're going to be fine. Just don't forget, analyze those individual trades. See that you're in the profit tent. Chances are we're going to get a bounce. I mean, we're going down. We got much further to go down. But I think overall, these trades are very resilient. Anyone got any questions or comments about anything? Brian, what would you do if entering the 111 for today would close a leg of an existing position and turn the lot into 100 wide, let it roll or offset the new position? Yeah, I try not to. Now, there are some that says, well, synthetically, you're going to be the same. I don't care about synthetically and all that. I don't want to overlap my positions. So I would move those strikes, a little bit somewhere else. So, for example, I would not buy a strike where I'm short a strike, and I would not short a strike where I'm long a strike. So if you are buying a strike where you're already long a strike, that's fine, right? I would overlap them there, so you'd be too long on that one. But I would not do anything to where me buying a new strike would close where I'm short a strike, and that's what will happen. So don't do that unless you're willing to accept that you're synthetically this and synthetically that, which in my opinion is a bunch of garbage. So move your strikes just a little bit. All right, great session today. Look, the world panics, and here we are, fine. By not overlying straps, you add strength and flexibility to the portfolio. I agree with that, Ken. Move them around. If you'll remember, back during the Karen and Super Trader days, do you remember Karen? I got to email her today, by the way. She wanted me to watch a movie, and I watched it. So, War Room. Anyone seen that movie, War Room? She really wanted me to watch it, so I watched it. Really good. So, what was I saying? Oh, Karen, even though she says, yeah, we'll sell, rent. She says, but keep in mind, we're not going to sell everything on the one strike, right? When she's selling a put. She says, we'll mix it around, go 5, 10, 15, 20 points up, 5, 10, 15, 20 points down. So even Karen mix those strikes up. So I agree. Don't overlap the strikes and just move them out. All right, great session today, y'all. I'm proud no one's panicking. The world is panicking, right? Then we're like, yeah, we're down a little bit. We're not that much. We're doing fine. So I will see y'all tomorrow.